Alright guys, and we are back with more Phoenix Wright, and we are about to, yes, we gotta cross-examine the Oldbag for the second time in our lives. No, I don't want to cross-examine her. Why is she in this trial? She talks too much. Oh boy. Witness, your name and occupation, please. Rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat. Gotcha. I wonder what happened to that calm composure he had earlier. Edgy boy, it's been what, a year since we last met? You should be more happy to see me. Oh no. Oh. I saw the report with her testimony, but who knew that under that helmet it was the Wicked Witch of the witness stand? I tell you, this time I know what I'm supposed to do. So today I'm going to tell you anything and everything. Even things that don't have to do with that terrible crime. What? Miss Witness? That terrible crime is all this court needs to know. Rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat. Oh! Shush, I'm talking to my dear Edgy Wedgie. Whoa! Don't interrupt us, Gramps. Yes, madam. No, please, by all means interrupt her, please. Anyway, witness your testimony, please. It's true what they say that youth are hot-headed nowadays. Not that I mind at all, Edgy. Now then, what should I start with? The witness was on security detail at the hotel. Is this correct, Miss Oldbag? It was a great job being able to see my dearie Juan. It was almost too much for my little heart to handle. You mean you were a fan of the victim? Look, everyone is crazy over that on guard, saying he's cute in a fresh way or something, but not me. I wouldn't say anything so silly. After all, I have no interest in a child like him. I'm only interested in a real man like Juan Carita. But those two were the same age. Anyway, as I was saying, I was pacing in front of his room that night. Very well. Please tell the court what you witnessed the night of the murder. Leave it to me, Edgy Poo. Oh my goodness. That face ain't that kawaii. I'm just saying. Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to pace around in the hallway. In front of his room, there was something I found interesting. Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out the whole time. The whole time, huh? That's when someone showed up. It was a man coming out of poor Juan's room. It was on guard, Madam Guard. He was trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room. She says she's seen a man sneak out of his room. So Mr. On Guard came out of the victim's room. Where did he go after that? See, it has to be him. He's the murderer. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Well, there was one thing that kind of stuck out to me. So I'm just going to go for that. What you witness? Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to pace the random skip. There was something I was interested in finding out. Yep. While I was on the job. Yep. Well, someone showed up. It was a man coming out of the poor Juan's room. Let's press right here really quick. Who in the world was it? I'm not allowed to say. This sort of information has to be carefully guarded from the masses, Sonny. The man that came out of Juan's room. It was... He was... Yes, he was... I'm too scared. I can't say his name out loud. Oh, what I wouldn't give to have Franziska's whip right now. Yes, I guess I can tell you since he was such a bad boy anyway. It was on guard, Matt on guard. He was trying to sneak his way. How do you know that for sure? Are you sure? You saw my client. Are you sure about that? Yes. Really? Really now? Annoying brat. When I say I saw someone, I saw that person. Why do I get a sense of deja vu? Yep, just like in the game. Wait, what was it? The first game? Yeah, it was the first game when Wendy Oldbag showed up, right? Talking about how she exactly remembered the samurai because dude was limping his leg or whatever. Maybe to avoid a mess like last year, I should delve into this a bit further. The person's face, what the person was carrying, the person's clothes. What the person was carrying. Let's Let's say the person's clothes. Please tell the court about the man's clothes in more detail. What a troublesome man you are. Really, as if something like that matters. But it does! Now, what was it? Oh, yes, it was that thing. What thing? That gaudy thing he's always wearing, that racing jacket. Ah, damn it. He was wearing that at the detention center too, so never mind, that didn't help. That thing's meant for nothing but seducing women out of their pantaloons. Right. Was this testimony just now important or relevant in any way? Let's say it was very important. Let's bluff. Of course it was important, Your Honor. Bluffing to the max. Then perhaps you would like to point out what part of the testimony was important. Don't you see, Edgeworth? Your Honor, I request what the witness said about the jacket be appointed to her testimony. I don't quite see where you're going with this, but alright, witness, please. Oh, well, I don't like to badmouth anyone without reason, but if I must. He was wearing his flashy racing jacket. Honestly, it's all just for show. What? That actually gave her a new testimony? He's trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room. What does this have to do with anything? Are you sure the defendant was wearing a racing jacket? What do you think? It's not like I've seen him in anything other than that horrible thing. I'm sure he was wearing it. Oh, you're sure? That's vague. She is so sure of herself that it's to the point of self-absorption. She may not remember things or be mistaken here and there, but I don't think she's lying. That's bad for us, really bad. But that's how the human mind is. It also has the tendency to jump off topic. She strayed onto a few interesting side topics this time too, hasn't she? But that's what makes her a sweet old lady, right? That's because you're not the one who asked to question her. Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to pick... What do we have? I guess we have to present something. Nothing. We can't present this. No use. No use. No use. Wait. This might be useful. Well, that's not the jacket, though. Wait, was he wearing his uniform, though? From the ceremony? Originally from Maya's kidnapper, who goes by the name of the Killer. Loudest camera, nope. Magazine clipping, hotel guide map, nothing. Nope, nope. Crime photo. Nah, if we already presented that, I don't think we'd have any use. Examine Ninja's button was ripped from his costume, is covered in Karida's blood, found it in guard's Hakama. Ah! Wait, look at that. It didn't say his jacket. It didn't say his jacket, so I bet you we have to present that on his jacket. Or what she said right there. Because it was found in his little costume. His Hakama. Alright, that should probably be it, right? Let's take it slow. We got plenty of options here. That's the only thing I could bring up. He was wearing his flashy racing jacket. Honestly, it's all just for show. Alright, cool. Good stuff. Miss Oldbag? What? Don't say my name for no reason. Do you know what this is? It's a button number 2 of the Gemmy Ninja costume. Nah, I know she's obsessed. She's identified it in a single glance. Give it here. If you don't give it to me, I'll punish you with this. Rat-a-tat-tat! Wow, she really is a die-hard fan to want a button covered in blood. This button was discovered on Mr. Ungar's body during a full body search. See? This button proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it was that rascal Ungar. It was caught up in the boots of his nickel samurai Hakama pants. See? And Ungar is the nickel samurai. Witness, you just said he was wearing a damn jacket, though. It may just be me, and I do have an active imagination, but just now, didn't you just said the defendant, Madame Guard, was wearing his usual racing jacket? Ah, I'm so sorry. Sorry that you judge people based on what they wear. If I wore the trendiest dress, then maybe you think, but I instead have to put up with wearing this outfit is hideous, right? Tape recorder is heavy, so heavy I wish we would have switched. Oh my god, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it, Oldbag. Oldbag, please. 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 Stop rat-a-tat-tatting. Now hold your tongue still there for 1 second. So what you saw is, in actuality, was not Mr. On Guard, the man. But Mr. On Guard, the Nickel Samurai. But when you think about it, oh my goodness, they're really one and the same anyway. Miss Oldbag, this is very important. What we're talking about. This is exactly like what happened like a year ago in the other game. Edgy Poo, do you think so too? Well, it might be something worth thinking about. Just say it's important and agree with me for a change. Gavel! Witness, think carefully and try to remember as much as you can before you testify. Alright, if you insist. I should be the one sighing, not you. Who I saw. On guard, yes, now I remember. The Nickel Samurai. That's right, it was the Nickel Samurai. Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. He has to go to that post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, you know? So he must have worn this Nickel Samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan. But wasn't he on stage? So he must have worn the Nickel Samurai costume. Okay. I knew you would say he was inside that costume. What? Do you think he would have been someone else hiding inside the costume? Wait, what's the Nickel Samurai? He has wait, no, is that his fingertips? Yeah, never mind. I was gonna say he had gloves on. I think he had gloves on, so how could it get on the knife? How did his fingerprints, if he was in that damn costume, how did his fingerprints get on the knife? I think that's gloves, but I think at the tip of the gloves are like, it shows his fingertips. I can't tell. It's too small. Did you think there could have been someone else inside that costume? Don't be a bad little boy thinking such rude things. But the possibility does exist. Ah, youngins today, I told you there's no way it was anyone else. How do you know that? Because I said so, and what I say is the truth. At least she's just as delightful a witness as she was a year ago. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the damn witness. The damn witness, who I saw. The Nickel Samurai. That's right, it was the Nickel Samurai that I saw. It would have been convenient for him to wear the costume during the murder. He had to go to the post-ceremony stage right after the crime, you know? So he must have worn the nickel costume. That's the only thing I can think of right now, so I'm gonna go with my gut feeling. It was like, how can that be? When he stabbed him, he would have had his damn gloves on. You know? So let's... Do we show the Nickel Samurai? I'm not sure if we show the Nickel Samurai or the knife. Let's go with the photo first. Ah! I thought I was right. Your Honor, what do you think about the witness's statement? I'm not sure I follow you. It clearly contradicts the I thought. You don't sound very sure, Mr. Wright. Objection denied, you foolhardy fool who objects like a fool. I don't think that won me any points with the judge. So he must have worn that Nickel Samurai. Huh. He had to go to that post-ceremony stage right after the crime, yeah. It would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. The Nickel Samurai, that's right, it was the Nickel Samurai that I saw. On guard, on guard. She's confusing the same person with, like, what he's wearing. Let's try to present the knife. Alright, cool. So I had to show the knife? Please take a look at this. It's a knife, big deal. If you're trying to scare me with that, I'll have you know it won't work. No, that's not my intention at all. That's the knife that was used in the murder, correct? Your Honor, do you know why the piece of evidence is important to this case? You don't even have to ask. It's because the defendant's fingerprints are on it. Is that why you're driving? Is that what you're driving at? That is exactly what I am driving at. What are we driving at? And whose car are we driving? If Mr. Ungard was really in the nickel samurai costume at the time of the murder, then it's impossible for his fingerprints to have been left on the knife. Actually, he would have wiped all previous fingerprints on the knife right away. Oh my god, it's getting hype again. Oh, that's right, the nickel samurai wears gloves, doesn't he? Objection! No, why would he do that? And why would he do something like that? To leave his prints on the murder weapon? There's no way he would do something like that. However, there is one possibility. Then let's hear your possibility. It's very simple. The defendant went to the victim's room while in costume as the nickel samurai. Nickel samurai at the time. The defendant held no intent to murder. He was probably just going to relax and talk with the victim about the stage show. Which is why he took his gloves off. But the murder still did take place. Oh yeah, I heard of that, yeah. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say about Mr. Edgeworth's theory? So let me get this straight. Edgeworth's theory goes like this. When the defendant went to the victim's room, he had no intentions of killing him. Now up to this point, are there any problems with his theory? There's a contradiction somewhere. There's a contradiction. There are no problems. Think about it one more time. Think about it one more time. Think about it one more time. It's probably a contradiction. Probably a contradiction. Let's think about it one more time though. I think I need a little more time on this one. So let me get this straight. Edgeworth's theory goes like this. When the defendant went to the victim's room, he had no intentions of killing him. Now, up to this point, are there any problems with this theory? Let's say there's a contradiction. This theory contradicts something. Now, for an argument's sake, let's suppose Mr. Ungard was the killer. If that's the case, I think it's impossible for the killer to have gone to the victim's room without intent. Oh, that's right, that's right. He brought the knife over because the knife wasn't there originally. He took it from his room. The knife. This was used by Mr. Ungard at dinner. Yes, we did establish that. Which means that if my client was in fact the killer, then he brought this knife with him when he went to visit Mr. Karada. I suppose. However, you just said it yourself. At the time, the defendant held no intent to murder. If that were true, then why would he bring a knife? He wouldn't, would he? Interesting. Which means, Mr. Edgeworth, your theory was flawed from what? That's the first time I ever seen that. Supposition 1. Whoa, I think you just said a big word. And one more thing. If the murderer was wearing the costume at the time of the murder, then there should be glove marks left on the glove. Or on the knife. Which means the defendant's fingerprints shouldn't have been all over it like bees on a hive. Bees on a hive. And that brings me to my final point. The knife was planted by the real killer to hide their identity and mislead us. Is that a fact? Order, order, I say. Order in the court. Was this knife really planted by the killer? Why would the murderer do such a thing? To hide the murder method, to frame Matt on guard. The frame. Yeah, obviously. It's to frame my client, Mr. On Guard, of course. To frame? Aren't you forcing the interpretation just a little too hard on this one? Shut up, Edgeworth! We just established that the witness saw the Nickel Samurai in costume. If that were true, then there shouldn't be a single fingerprint on this knife. Ugh! Witness! Drinking water right now, I had to. Looks like I made your life a tiny bit more difficult, huh, Edgy? Witness, did you or did you not really see the Nickel Samurai? Well, I guess at first I might have forgotten, but... Are you saying you mixed up Mr. Unguard with the Nickel Samurai, his character on TV? Don't say that. But I mean, I can't really do anything about that. Like, I was waiting around in front of the door because, well... I wasn't waiting around for the Nickel Samurai, that's for sure. She wasn't waiting for the Nickel Samurai. Alright then, who were you waiting for then? Juan, of course. That's top secret to anyone outside of security. I have a feeling that you were waiting for Mr. Juan Corrida. Am I correct? The way you think you are a sad amateur with a terrible case of nearsightedness. Amateur? Me? What am I an amateur of? So Oldbag was waiting around in front of the victim's room. But it does sound like she was waiting to catch a glimpse of Mr. Corrida. Maybe Phoenix. Maybe the Oldbag was waiting around for that person. It's certainly a possibility. Miss Oldbag, were you waiting for this person to come out of the victim's room? Who would have been? There's only other people. Who's the number of people who could have done it? Will Powers. No, Will Powers were with Will. We were with Will. Yes, we were with Will. 4 W's in a row. So you gotta give me a break. We were with Maya, Pearl. Of course, Miles wasn't there. Franziska's the one who did it. Juan. The only other person would have to be Adrian. Would have to be Adrian. That's the only other person. The power of the process of elimination is really great, dude. Like, it really is. This is Adrian Andrews, Mr. Ungar's manager. But why would the defendant's manager be in the victim's room? Because they were intimate. It seems that this is the latest rumor in circulation, Your Honor. Oh my. Well, this is. I see. The judge seems to be really into this article, if it can be called such a thing. Then this manager with the initials AA, are you saying it's Adrian Andrews? Without a doubt, the witness thought so as well. Looks like you found me out. Well, that's fine. I can't throw away this whole sworn to confidentiality stuff. Witness? What in the world are you talking about? Watch out. I got a bad feeling about this. A very bad feeling. I got some information. Some very secret information from a certain source. So that's why I was doing my own little investigation. In secret, of course. But what for? Just for myself. Personal reasons and all that. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, how will you proceed from here? I really don't want to do this. However, I cannot simply let this point slide. I see. Very well then. Witness, please testify about this secret information. Get ready. This is gonna take the wind out of your youngins. I'm sure we're all capable of handling this. It's not like we're 10 years old. Ah, boy, secret information. I'm getting hungry as hell. I'm gonna probably take a break after this, guys. So I'm gonna save the game here. And what we're gonna do... I can't save the game right here. On guard is one evil man. Now I can save it. I'm gonna save the game, take a break. Unless we come back, we'll be back with more Phoenix Wright. I'm getting too hungry, dude.